Pop Smoke in the building.
No, big packs only.
Big packs. Speaking of big packs, how much money you just put up on that counter?
I don't know, just a couple, just a little something.
That's regular light.
We about to go spend that tonight.
That's light.
Yeah, it's what we eat with. It's what we put in our gas tank.
What made you decide, yo, I'm gonna be a rapper?
I ain't a rapper.
Oh, you're not a rapper?
Nah.
So what would you call yourself? An artist?
I'm a hustler.
Money, power, respect. You get that, then you drop Flexing.
Right. I only dropped Flexing because these, you know what I'm saying, little niggas kept talking too much, you know what I'm trying to say?
So you did it for fun. It was more like...
just sex, because, you know, they said I was going to die before that shit dropped.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Still here.
You know what I'm saying?
You a hot nine.
You know what I'm saying? With a big pack. Big pack on me.
Big pack.
You know what I'm saying?
And the blue check.
You did?
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Bassey, Akwa. When Pop Smoke addresses his ops and talks music with Hot 97 in an interview, and this shit was looking real spooky, my nigga. You know what I mean? If you just take a look at the scenery, there's a bunch of niggas in the back, a bunch of thug niggas in the back. I bet if one of them niggas dropped their pistol in the room, you could definitely hear it. Like the saying usually is, you can hear a needle drop in the room. But if you heard a pistol drop in the room, you could definitely hear it, because it was definitely really quiet and real timid. Like they had a white nigga interview Pop Smoke. His name is Drewski. He's a DJ and everything. I understand he's kind of like a black white nigga. He probably grew up with niggas and shit like that. But come on, my nigga. Why would you have this nigga of all people to interview these niggas? Like, it looked real awkward. The nigga was definitely scared. You know what I'm saying? It looked like the interviewer asked Pop Smoke to bring his parents to a parent-teacher conference. This nigga brought the whole Crip set. You know what I mean? Like, it was looking real bad. You know what I'm saying? And I always say this, man. Pop Smoke has one of the meanest voices in rap today, my nigga. Like, Pop Smoke definitely has one of the fucking meanest voices in rap in New York City today, my nigga. His voice is just fucking mean and angry. And, like, if you hear that type of voice, you just look around like, yo, who the fuck is in my ear? Like, yo, who the fuck is mad like that? You know what I mean? Like I always say this. Pop Smoke sounds like fucking Scooby-Doo if Scooby-Doo smoked backwoods and drank dark liquor. You know what I mean? Like, Pop Smoke sounds like a 50-year-old nigga with a city job. You know what I mean? That got an alcohol problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pop Smoke sounds like if you smoked 5 entourages back to back to back, you know what I'm saying, and drank no water all fucking day, and you playing fucking 2K, you know what I mean, and nigga asked you to rap. That's what it would have sounded like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was looking real shaky in the room. You know what I mean? The dude was real scared, the white interviewer and shit like that. I know all white people aren't scared of black people. There's white people that grow up with niggas and shit like that, but come on, my nigga. Like, I bet if one of them niggas looked at Drewski, the white interviewer nigga, and said, yo, you a bitch ass nigga, he probably would have been like, yeah, I am a bitch ass nigga. Like, that's what I felt like. Like, they could have said anything to the nigga, you know. And I kind of feel like Drewski, he's kind of like a hip nigga, you know. He kind of sounds black sometimes, but like, there's just a real obvious disconnect between the two, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think Drewski is really in the streets like that. He's probably in the clubs, you know. He probably helps promote a bunch of niggas from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? But it's just not the same. You know, he's not like a young nigga, so he's not gonna be asking all the proper questions, you know. So I felt like when he asked Pop Smoke certain questions, Pop Smoke ain't know how to respond to like some of them questions. You know what I'm saying? He ain't know how to respond. Like, he just responded with some other shit, you know. Drewski said, so how did you? He said some shit like, yo, so how did you start rapping? Pop Smoke said, I ain't a rapper, I'm a hustler. Like, it was like, come the fuck on, my nigga. Like, if I'm not, you don't really have to be a real nigga, but if the right nigga was asking him them questions, he probably would have, you know, responded in a better way, you know. Not some white nigga like, yo, so when did you start rapping? Like 5 years old or some shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga, like, he was probably selling crack and robbing niggas and scamming niggas, and just said, fucking, let me rap. You know, everybody in the hood is rapping, so let me rap. That's usually how the shit goes. Like, today, like, it's not like J. Cole or Drake and one of these niggas where these niggas was playing the saxophone. You know what I'm saying? There's pictures of these niggas when they 5 years old in a tuxedo in a suit, like, you know what I mean, with a goofy face on, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre shit, you know what I'm saying? With a saxophone in their hand, like, as a little kid. Like, nah, like, it's not like that. Like, Pop Smoke don't know how to play the piano, you know what I'm saying? Like, Pop Smoke ain't never had no piano lessons, you know what I'm saying? Like, come the fuck on, you know? But Pop Smoke, he was talking about how, you know, like he was talking about his ops. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about the song Flexing. If you don't know, in a song he made called Flexing, he was talking about the ops and everything. And he actually said something really crazy that kind of struck a nerve with me. He said, nigga said that he was gonna die before he could drop the song. Like, that's some real fucked up shit. You know what I mean? So the fact that he's kind of out of that situation, in my opinion, he's out of that stage, like that drill rapper stage in New York City, where like you're walking down the block, you might run into your ops, he might punch you in your fucking jaw, some shit like that. Niggas get it on camera, and now you on camera yelling at niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's past that stage. I think he's at the stage to where, you know what I'm saying, he's in certain rooms with like important people. He's in meetings and shit like that. He's on his way to being like a possible, a possible successful rapper from New York City. He's not really on the surface level. Like, in my opinion, he's not like I could just be saying this because I don't know the nigga, but in my opinion, he's not really engaging in the violence. Like, the nigga's trying to get money. Like, he's trying to get money. Like, if you had one of the hottest records in New York City, what would you do? Like, would you try to beef with niggas, or would you try to get money and better your life and better your situation? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to like have a hot record and still be in the street, but it's another thing to have like a really big record that that could take you far. It's one thing to have such great potential. You know what I'm saying? That like everybody want to book you, and like it's different. There's different levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? There really is different levels to this shit. And I think the dude could really better his life. You know what I mean? Because he would have been going down the wrong path. If he didn't apply himself. I think niggas like take shit for granted. Like, they think, oh, he just smoked some weed. You know what I'm saying? Hopped in the studio and shit like that, and you know what I'm saying? Brought a bunch of guns, and like, oh, he just randomly got hot. No, he applied himself. He saw he had a hot song. He was like, oh shit. He's like, let me make another one, boom. Let me make another one, boom. Let me make another one, boom. He didn't really stop. He didn't space out. He just kept drilling niggas with hot records, and that's where he's at today because of his consistent work. You know what I'm saying? His consistent work is gonna take him far. I just heard some of his fucking album. His album is pretty good. Like, I think like where I'm at with the album, if I hear like 3 or 4 more dope songs, I think that's like a dope album. You know what I mean? That's really, really a dope album, and I'm probably gonna review it and everything. But I think he's past that stage of being just a New York City drill rapper. You know what I mean? I think the other nigga that's closest to him in that realm is like 2G's. Like, I seen an interview he did. He's in like California and shit like that. He's like, you know what I'm saying, fucking with hot Mexican bitches in California, some shit like that, smoking crazy strands of weed. He's not in Brooklyn no more. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. And I feel like if other people applied themselves in the way he's applying himself, they'll definitely do better. You know what I'm saying? They'll definitely do better, But when it comes to Pop Smoke overall and basically this interview, I don't know if this interview was I think I saw another interview he did. I don't know who it was with, but I think it was dope. I think that interview was dope. The dude, he kind of had some street sense. You know what I mean? He wasn't just asking random questions and shit like that. Like, he actually, he had a feeling of where Pop Smoke was coming from, because he possibly was in that situation, or he knows niggas that were in the same circumstances he was under, so it went a little bit better. But I think with this, because I think Hot 97 took this interview down. I think, if they had I don't want to say like the right person, but if they had someone that kind of like correlated with the nigga, the interview would have stayed the fuck out, and it probably would have been a dope interview. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a dope interview. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to fucking Pop Smoke, I think he's gonna do good, my nigga. I think the nigga's gonna do good. You know what I mean? If he stays on a straight arrow, he's gonna do good. You know what I mean? Like, fuck all that violent shit. Like, that shit is really played out. You know what I mean? That shit is definitely played out. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to the rest of the drill niggas, a lot of them niggas are not focused. Like a lot of those niggas had a really like big song. You know what I mean? Like, if you take a look at the other niggas that do it, like they all had other big songs at certain moments. Like where they all teamed up, like fucking the Ginyu Force, and just had a song that got over like 3 million views. Like, that's a big deal. Do something right after that. But I think they just enjoy the clout of being a rapper in Brooklyn and getting clout and fucking a bunch of bad bitches raw. That's cool. That's cool when all the bad light-skinned bitches want to fuck with you. That's cool when you walk outside, the kids want to take pictures with you in front of the liquor store. Or when you go to the bodega, just get a backwood, a fucking kid notices you and starts blicky twirling to your song or some shit like that. That's cool, you know? But if you really want to take it serious and take it to the next level, you got to put that work in. You know what I mean? And I think the nigga Pop Smoke is definitely putting that work in. You know what I mean? I'm about to finish his album. You know, I'm about to finish listening to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, go listen to that album. That album is dope. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a bunch of, like, he mixes it up. He's actually talking about shit that's going on in his life. I don't want to talk too much about it because I possibly want to make a review on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, let me know what your niggas think about this in the comment section. Turn on notifications, like, subscribe. What do you think about this? Do you think, you know what I'm saying, do you think Pop Smoke will be successful, or do you think he's just a one-hit wonder? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section, y'all. Turn on notifications, like, subscribe, y'all. And what do you think about what he said in the video and shit like that about like his ops and everything? Let me know in the comment section. Turn on notifications, like, subscribe, y'all. Holla.